So I wanted to do a little bit on Nikola Tesla. A lot of people are familiar with the name Tesla because of the Tesla automobiles that are out now, the electronic automobiles. They're using the name basically just to pay respect and homage to Nikola Tesla. But this is a monument designed for him because it was him and Westinghouse. He had the technological intellect expertise, and Westinghouse had the industrial knowledge, and they got together with some other notables of the time. And right where we're standing, it was very industrialized. So you have one side of the falls here that was open, and then the other side of the falls, I'm on the New York side, by the way. The other side of the falls were on to the right of me. But in between, on this Goat Island, they're putting up these big factories with smokestacks, and they were diverting some of the water. Of course, they couldn't do it here. It was too rapid flowing, but they were diverting some of the water through these individual power plants. And people were actually starting to board off sections of viewing areas and charging people to actually view the falls through little peepholes. This is all around, late 1800s. And so he comes in and starts doing, saying, hey, we can actually use water power to generate electricity, but we can do it in a clean way, not the way that's being done now. So that's where the monument to Nikola Tesla is here. Nikola Tesla. He dies in 1943. So and by the way, in Southern California, there's Griffith Park Observatory, and they have an original Tesla coil that he designed, on display there. And what thing he was shooting for was a concept called free energy, in which he was his concept, and it would have worked to an extent. It probably would have been unsafe. Is that these coils would link together, and energy would be free flowing, and then you'd be able to draw it to your house, and it would be free energy. The other thing he's also known for is for alternate current, opposed to direct current, DC versus AC. And the way it was explained to me, I know very little about electrical power other than changing batteries in a flashlight, but as I understood it, with straight DC, if you were closest to the origin of the electrical DC power and you were running lights in your household, your lights would be very strong. And as it went further down the string of power lines to the furthest house, say the 10th house down, the 20th house down, you start losing some of the power. You're not getting as strong of a power from the current. So he comes up with AC, alternate current. And what I understand is that now, because of the way the current flows, no matter where you are relative to the power plant, the amount of energy that you're pulling into your house to run whatever items is just as strong as the first house in line. So there's a couple of words here on the plaque. It discusses. It actually just runs through some names. So, Niagara Frontier State Park Recreational Commission staff. I think this was, so he was born in 1856, died in 1843. Inventor, alternating current, there you go, induction motor. And then there were some other things in the movie that I didn't mention. But I'll kind of get up, there's some people taking pictures of it, but I'll kind of get up close so you can see the statue. Here we go. See the statue itself. So, there he is. And people have been sitting on with him reading. But kind of cool that there's something out here relative to him. So we're going to be leaving the falls area soon. Like I said in the previous video, no matter what time of year you plan your trip, do a little research. Looks like there's a rainbow out there. Oh yeah, there's a rainbow. I thought it was just the way the camera's picking it up. It's actually a rainbow. But do a little research on the time you want to come out. I keep saying it, stay on the Canadian side. Buy yourself a warm hat if you're bald like me. When these flaps are down, I can't hear anything. So that's why I have the flaps turned up. Very warm hat. Very warm. Believe me, I'll probably use it a lot in New York also. There's a power plant that they were talking about in the movie down there. Attempting to find my wife and kids. So I'm going to keep this one to a short 5 minutes. So it's just basically Nikola Tesla's involvement here. I want to talk about the Tesla coil, what he did here. But this whole area, when you see the movie, this whole area that I'm standing at was nothing but smoke-filled stacks. Dude, I couldn't believe that Niagara Falls was like that. I don't know if you can historically look it up on historical documentaries. There we go, I'll get it out. But Very, very shocking to see what people were doing in this area, how they were boarding it off, and you couldn't even see the falls unless you paid, you know, certain vendors. They kind of have it like a sideshow attraction, Barnum and Bailey's type of thing. All right, I hope you enjoyed this little brief thing. A lot of history here. I tell you, I think people living in Buffalo have a gem underneath their pillow here with the Niagara Falls so close, the history, Canada, the forts that were involved in the French and Indian War, Revolutionary War, War of 1812. It's a nice area. There are some impoverished areas on the U.S. side that I wish were a little bit more appealing, but definitely this is on my agenda. I will be coming out to New York, Niagara Falls again, and I'll probably take a different time of year just so I can get a different feel. Like, subscribe, get out there, experience your own United States. Hope you enjoy the videos.